what we're going to start with. So what we've all been waiting for, right? So I've got a basket and there's a whole story behind the basket, right? And we'll get into that a little bit later. So in today's live, I want to go in and play around with some of this makeup here that I have in this basket. We have the Anastasia palette, we have the Glowish products, and we also have some makeup by Mario. So we're going to be swatching and applying. Oh, and I also have the new NARS color corrector. So we're going to be swatching and applying this makeup. So honey, this is my idea of a amazing Friday night. So I hope that you guys are excited, and we're just going to go ahead and dive right into the makeup. So Norvina, this is the ABH Pro Pigment collection. This is actually my very first pro palette from ABH. So I'm not familiar with these eyeshadows. Have you guys ever tried out this palette or these pro palettes from ABH? This is my first one. And of course, you've seen in the thumbnail the actual color story, which I think it's beautiful, you guys. For me, this summer, it's either going to be a colorful eye in a nude lip, or a nude eye, like that brown eyeshadow look that I did in my very last video using the Anastasia, not the Anastasia, but the Natasha Denona bronze palette. It's going to be looks like that, or a colorful look, both with nude lips. This summer, it's nude lips all the way for me. So that's what we're going to be playing with tonight. So we're going to create an eyeshadow look with this palette. And then I also have some of the Makeup by Mario. These are the contour sticks. So we're going to be swatching those, looking at the colors, checking those out. And we're going to be applying for our foundation, the HuDA Beauty Glowish Skin Tint. So apparently we're not wearing foundations anymore. But honestly, it's really hot here in Texas. I know quite a few of you are in Texas or either in the South. And girl, the heat is just disrespectful. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the Multidew Skin Tint from HuDA Beauty. Again, this is the shade 09. I am going to be applying that with the buffer brush from Morphe, the M439 brush. I use that on most of my foundations. So I did swatch this when I first purchased it, but this is what she looks like. And I also mentioned before that it does oxidize. She is a little bit thicker than like your typical skin tint. So this is actually my first impressions, you guys, because I have not tried this on my face. So you are getting like the first look on what my thoughts are about this product. So we're just going to do that like that. We're basically playing in makeup. Then I'm going to go cook dinner and then take all of it off. So it is light. But what I will say, I mean, you see the luminosity, right? She's very luminous. I do like the fact that you get more coverage on this one than you would like your typical skin tint. I'm gonna go ahead and apply another pump to see how much coverage I can build up on this. But I don't think that it's made for like people with super oily skin. And I'm basing this off of the reviews that I've watched so far, what I've read about the skin tint, and also just the way it's applying to my skin. I mean, you do get a very light coverage. This is perfect for like your everyday, you know, running errands, going to work in a corporate environment. And I actually did apply this a little bit out of order because I was supposed to show you guys this corrector, but we'll go ahead and apply it just so you guys can see how I would use it. So this is a light layer, actually a pretty thick layer of the HuDA Beauty Glowish Skin Tint. Again, the shade 09. extra tan. She is going to oxidize because I tested that out. She's going to oxidize. So in about 5 minutes, it would literally be like a shade darker than what you see here on my face right now. And I'm okay with that because as we progress through the summer, my skin tone does deepen. So this is the NARS creamy color corrector. And I feel like this shade is absolutely perfect. This is a shade medium deep. This is my normal corrector that I would normally use. This is the Stay Naked corrector from Urban Decay. And this is the one that I've been using for over a year now. It's actually almost empty. So that's what this one looks like. And then this is the one, the medium deep from NARS, the new. It's actually a lot more peachy. And the color is a lot more liquidy. Yeah, it's very opaque. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've actually started playing with this one already. I'm not too sure about this one. It is very lightweight. I like the color. I don't like that it's so liquidy. Like this Urban Decay is perfect for me. Like the Urban Decay one is bae. So this is kind of how I use correctors. I just put it in the places that I want to brighten up. I mean, I love the color on this though. So I'm just going to apply it like that. Holding this up so you guys can see the colors. So it's liquidy. So what you have to do is you have to make sure you let it dry down before you move on to your next step because it's so liquidy. See, with the Urban Decay corrector, it is the shade, just for reference, 80WO. I have been using this, probably over 2 years, over a year, almost 2 years now. It is empty, and this has pretty much been my go-to color corrector. I absolutely love the pigmentation on this. Again, this is the comparison, the NARS, and you can see that it's actually quite radiant. So it's perfect with this foundation. Okay, just something light, something quick for the concealer. And then I'm gonna set the face using my Sephora Micro Smooth in the shade number 56. So we're gonna go ahead and apply that. I'm actually kind of upset, y'all, because my HuDA powder brush, it's loose. And the reason why it's loose is because you have to be careful when you're using that Cinema Secret stuff. Like that stuff is so potent that over time it will loosen up the glue. So yeah. I want to show y'all what this looks like set. And then we'll circle back to it. No, I'm not going to get the Temptalia collab palette. I have so much makeup in here that I need to review. And I know that Kelsey did her video on it today. So I would just consider Kelsey the go-to resource for those palettes because, honey, I just can't keep up. I'm trying to work on my upload schedule. I'm trying. And I just can't keep up. But I'm going to get better. I promise you guys. I am going to get better. Okay. So this is what the skin tint looks like set with my Sephora Micro Smooth. I think this will be like a cute little look for like work or whatever. It doesn't have to be anything major. You just want, see? You just want some coverage. And this gives you the coverage. But one thing that I will tell you is it looks like this skin tint, where is she? Here she is. This skin tint is actually, my skin doesn't look as smooth as it normally would. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and jump into this palette. I don't even know where to start, you guys. I actually am very excited. This is my first look, okay? This is just a first look on what I think about this palette. We're going to do another video, and I'm going to have swatches, and I'm going to have all of that. So we're just playing in makeup on a Friday night over here. So, ooh, I think I'm going to use these colors here first. Where are the color names? Are they on the back? No. Okay. Well, they're just numbered. I'm just going to go for it, y'all. I'm going to pick up the shade A4. And we're going to start out with the shade A4. I've got some clean brushes here. Which one are we going to use? I'm just going to go ahead and start out. This is oh no, this is MAC. This is my MAC 224 blending brush. So we're going to start out with the shade A4. Okay, the colors are quite powdery. So I don't know these powders, these eyeshadows at all. So I have to kind of get acquainted with them. And so I do have my eyes set. See how that's showing up? They are very pigmented, but powdery. This is a shade A4. And so, ooh, yeah. I like that. That's a pretty color. It actually looks kind of different than it does in the pan. So, what color we want to do now? Let me just try the color right beside it and see how much pigment we'll pick up. This is actually good because you guys can kind of see how I do eyeshadow. Okay, so all we've done is apply shades A4 and A5 on the eye. And I'm going to do something completely different on the other eye. Yeah, she's pigmented. Let me take a little bit of that off. And I'm just going to go in and kind of deepen up the outer corner of the eye. Oh, yes. So if you like purple, honey, this is your moment. Oh, yeah. And so how I've been doing my eyeshadow lately is I'll pull it out a little bit to the tail of my brow to kind of elongate the eye. Give you kind of a foxy eye kind of vibe. So these are very, very powdery because they are pressed pigments. Okay, so I've built the color up. And so I'm just going to blend it in. And then I'm going to go back to my MAC 224 blending brush and just kind of smooth it. This is how I actually really do my eyeshadow. Like, I'm just going to blend it, just soften the edges, right? That's all you want to do is blend. I've used 2 brushes, 3 colors. Okay, so now let's dabble into some shimmer. You guys comment which shimmer shade should I pick up? Oh, honey, I shop for my clothes mostly at Nordstrom. Part of me, this one is calling my name. But when I do my eyeshadow, what I normally do is I go in to a lighter color. Let me pick up this color. This is the color A1. And this is like just a white shade. And I'm going to just take that here. This is what I really do. When I look at a palette, I look at it and I kind of like envision what I want to do with it. And then I just jump in and freestyle. As I am right now, we're just creating something. Don't know what this is going to end up like, but honey, we'll see. We are just working it out. Taking my Designer Pro. I'm just going to dust off some of the excess. I was excited about this color. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. But then I was excited about, I'm sorry, that's A3. But then I was excited about, ooh, E3. I think we're going to do E3. We're going to put E3. Ooh, y'all see that? Pammy is coming. What? Look at that. That's the shade E3. Oh, yeah. And I'm just patting that on with my finger. And so now I'm going to see how this is like a pressed metallic. I'm not really like an expert like on the different variations and shade, like the formulas, but I'm going to work on it, y'all. Okay, this is E3 and this is beautiful. Wow. So now I'm just going to work on blending out the shade with that white. And I'm just patting, softening the edges. So then I'm going to go back in with that flat. My hobbies, YouTube. Honestly, no, I have hobbies. I love like doing things around the house. Honestly, I am a girly girl. I love taking care of my home. I love my, gardening and working in my yard. And I love to cook. Like I'm actually a very, very good cook. A very good cook. But like taking care of my yard and gardening, really, it's like something that's like relaxing and, I'm going to take the shade B1 using that same flat shader brush that I used earlier for this white color. And I am just going to pat, pat, pat. Pressing, basically. Let's do something that would be kind of like a sultry, kind of a brown kind of a look. Let's see. Let's take E4. Oh yeah, I like that. That's pigmented. See, it's showing up a lot more pigmented than it looks in the pan. This is a Sigma. This is a Sonia G Blender Pro. Okay, that was pretty effortless. I'm going to take that same Crease Pro and I'm going to dive right up into C5. And I'm going to use C5 to deepen just deepen it like this. So I have tried some Juvia's Place products. It's just been a while. Yeah, it's Crystal. You know, I don't really go live like that, but you know, I did not have a chance to record any content, and I wanted to get a video out with this makeup, so I had to go ahead and go live for my fam, my glam fam. So again, this is just two colors blended together. This color here, what's that? E4. And this color here. What we want to do? What color should we do? This color is calling my name. That's C4. Ooh, that's pretty. C4 is pretty. Or should we do this sparkly color here? Ooh, that's glitter. That's straight up glitter. Straight up glitter. Wow. I don't really like straight up glitter, but it's definitely glitter. That's D2. We won't be using that one. Then we have C2. That one looks kind of interesting. I like the texture on that. Woo. Pigmentation, honey. Definitely lots of pigmentation. Then we have, okay, that feels good. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna use, okay, I know what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna do D1 first. Yep, D1. This is a Sonia G Worker Pro. I'm gonna take D1. Yeah. And when I apply my shades like this, I pat it on, press and pat basically, so that I can get the pigmentation. Because, you know, I've never used her, um, well, I used ABH shadows before, but not like the Pro Pigment. So I'm putting that all over like my mobile lid. Then I'll go back in with that Sonia G, that Blender Pro. And I'll pick up a little bit more of this shade here. I'm blending it. I just want to deepen the outer corner here. Small circular motions. Okay. Then I'm going to take a different brush. Things are getting kind of lean. I need some more brushes. Like, I got to have like 4 sets of brushes because I don't have time to wash brushes all of the time. Okay. Then I'm going to go back into this shade, A. What was this? A2. This was A2. Do I want that color? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use that color. I'm gonna use the shade A2. I am a accountant. So I'm an accountant here in Houston in the oil and gas industry. I've been working in oil and gas accounting for 10 years, and I absolutely love my job. But I think I might love makeup and beauty just a little bit more. Well, definitely a little bit more. So yeah, that's what I do professionally. I did used to do. I I got secrets, okay? So I have done work in front of the camera and behind the camera as a freelance makeup artist, and I also have done some amateur makeup modeling and plus size modeling. So, and when I apply my eyeshadow, I just pat over the lines so that I can make that appear as seamless as possible. Erica's like, we want a Q&A today, basically. So yeah, I did two different looks for you guys using this palette. The second look was a little bit more U of H. Um, this one is a little bit more simple, kind of. So I used this shade like as my crease color, and then on my outer corner I used this shade, and then I went in on my lid with this shade, and in my inner like fourth of my eye using this shade. So four colors on this eye, whereas I use on this eye, I use five shades. It's a little bit more loud. Okay, so we're gonna keep it on about the makeup. you, you know, but yeah, I work. I do have a professional job. I'm an accountant, and I love my job, but I do love makeup, and I have also done some freelancing with makeup, and I have also done some plus size modeling. So I've got some experience in front of the camera and behind the camera. It's just that I don't really talk about that. You know, I just don't. But I hey, Miss Vanessa. So you guys like both look. Which eye is your favorite? And we're gonna go ahead and move on to some other products. Um, this is the Hangover RX Pillow Balm that I hauled with you guys about a week or so ago. This is the original. You can see that I put a nice little dent in the original. They came out a home tour. Girl, Miss Vanessa, it's going to be a while before everything is done because I have really been very particular with the furniture and stuff that I buy. I have been going with a little bit more higher end furniture, but I am going to try to do it more vlog style and incorporate more like home updates and decor and things on my channel. But I have to be very cautious about how I incorporate that. You like this eye, Erica? You like the bronzy eye? Okay, so y'all like the bronzy eye. Let's see. Oh, the bronzy eye. Hey, Raven. Okay, the bronzy eye one. So this is the Pillow Balm. I'm just going to apply that with you guys on camera. I love this stuff. And it smells just like a juicy watermelon. Oh, it's so good. So, so, so good. Oh, Miss Crystal, thank you, girl. She likes the purple eye. I love a good purple moment. But yeah, I really do like this palette. The only thing is, it's been a long time since I've said this, but big ass palettes kind of are a turn off for me. And like, it's hard to travel with a palette like this. So I generally tend to stick to like my, you know, these, size and shape palettes. But I really do think that it's absolutely stunning. And if you haven't picked it up already and you love a good purple, this is definitely a great palette. And I cannot wait to come and do another look with you guys. But today we're just kind of playing around with it, trying to, check out and see what she's working with. Now it's time to bronze it up. These are the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Sticks. I do have two shades for you. I have the shades dark and then deep dark. So what I will tell you, yep, oh y'all got secrets. You need it. The palette is good. Okay, so this is dark and this is deep dark. I'm gonna swatch them both on the back of my hand, but I'm gonna be applying the shade dark. And I actually am surprised by these, you guys. I'm actually very, very, very surprised at how these. I thought that Mario was going, fall short on these, like he fell short on the powder bronzers. But these are very beautiful. I love the texture. You guys know I'm all about a good texture. Look at that. Look at that. So so this is deep, dark deep, and this is dark. They're actually quite similar, but obviously you can see that this is a little bit more cooler and a little bit more darker. For my skin twins, the shade dark is going to be perfect for us. It's going to be a good shade. So I wanted to swatch that for y'all so you can see. Why am I putting up dark when that's a shade that I need to put on my face? Okay, so this is dark. And I want to, ooh. I'm liking the texture. And I'm being cautious because I don't know. I mean, I'm not familiar. So they do go on emollient, but when they dry, they mattify. So just know that. Again, these are the shades. These are sculpting sticks. These are not necessarily bronzers. These are sculpting sticks. That means they sculpt. That means they're contour stick. So that's basically what I'm gathering. And so they it doesn't dry down hard on the skin. So I ordered the deep dark online because they didn't have it in the store, but the dark I was able to find it in store, but they aren't everywhere. You got to find it. They're only at certain stores. So I basically have to go all the way to Sugarland to find these in the store. Stay Naked. It's either my shade is either 70 NN or 71 NN, one of the two. I have to pull it out, but I do have it in my description bar. So check the description bar. That's one of the foundations that I keep referenced because I love the formulation on that. Okay, so we like this. We like this sculpting stick. This is again the shade dark. And for those who just joined me, this is the shade dark deep, the darkest shade. And then this is the shade dark. And I do like these more than I expected to. I also have from Makeup by Mario is the blush sticks. Now, I do like the packaging. I think that the packaging is nice and sleek. However, I do feel like you might get, it is going to get dirty. So we have two shades on the blush sticks. This is Earthy Pink and this is Soft Coral. Which one are we going to apply? Whoever comments first, that's the one that I'm going to go with. Yes, ma'am. The Stay Cream bronzer is on its way to my house. We got videos coming, you guys. So I hope that you are subscribed. I hope that you have your notification bell turned on because we're going for it. Okay, Coral, it is. Great choice, my friends. Okay, so for Coral, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it. Ooh. Actually, y'all, the Makeup by Mario, he's doing something with the sticks. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that on the cheek. I'm gonna do that like that. Okay, so this is, I'm using a dual fibered foundation brush. I'm just gonna pat that blush in. Let's pat that blush in. Do we like the contour sticks? Sculpting sticks? I'm gonna go ahead and let that set up on my face for a second before I move on to the next thing. I want to get y'all's feedback on the products that we've applied so far from Makeup by Mario. Side note, I'm taking off my swatches with makeup wipes. You guys know I typically do not use makeup wipes, but because I've been doing so many swatches, I wanted to go ahead and try to find some affordable makeup wipes for these types of scenarios. But don't buy these from Sephora. They're not that good. So if you guys can recommend an inexpensive like makeup wipes that I can use for like swatches and stuff like that. Honestly, I'm actually quite impressed with the Makeup by Mario stick blush and the sculpting sticks. I am impressed and we like it. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, this is where he missed the mark. Yeah, this is the shade Dark. There's one shade darker than this, and it's out of stock. I haven't been able to get it, and I can't find it in any of the stores. So, yes, this is definitely going to go back because Dark is just not deep enough. I'm going to show y'all. Yeah, Mario missed the mark on this one. But, you know, can you see it? You can see it, but we just have so many more options. I do like it. I do like it, but I don't really don't even like it. I'm gonna be honest with you because what this is giving me, I can get that in my Sephora brand bronzer that's right here in front of me, and I can also get in my Charlotte Tilbury. Good night. Yeah, so this is going to be a no ma'am for me. However, if this is within your skin tone, it's a nice, it's powdery, it's a matte, but not like a dry matte. This is definitely giving like a little sister to the Charlotte Tilbury type of vibe. So again, this is the color. And we're going to be moving right along because I think that he should have did better with the shade range. I think he did good with the sculpting sticks, the shade range, but he definitely missed the mark. Okay, that Sephora Mykonos bronzer is nothing but love. Girl, this bronzer, you guys, this bronzer from Sephora, oh, Sephora did that. Comment down below and let me know if you guys want a full face of Sephora. I know, just let me know if you want to see it, okay? Okay, Glowish. I actually really like this. It is in line with the HuDA Beauty packaging on the lipsticks that I told you guys about. This is the Sweet Cheeks color. This is a shade, one of the shades that I purchased that the whole collection that I told you about. So again, it's in line with that. This is the HuDA Beauty Glowish. This is in the shade tan. What is this? Deep tan. And this is soft radiance. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch that right beside the Makeup by Mario. This is the HuDA Beauty, you guys. This is Makeup by Mario. This is the HuDA Beauty. This is the Makeup by Mario. All right, so we're going to be applying it with my number 22 from Refer. We're just going to pat up in there like that. And I'm going to tell you right now, I love this bronzer. Love this bronzer. Ooh. Look at that. Yeah. HuDA. Y'all know I really don't be fooling with HuDA like that. I really don't. However, we fooling with this bronzer. It is pretty. Okay, so I like the skin tint. I don't love the skin tint. For me, the skin tint is for this formulation. This skin tint will be ideal for those that have dry skin because it is very glowy. And I feel like if you have textured skin like me, it can kind of emphasize that a little bit. All right, y'all. I love it. Honestly, y'all let me know what you think. All right, so one of the things that we're going to go ahead and do is pop on a little bit of this blush. This is Creamy Peach. And this is the Makeup by Mario Creamy Peach. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on. I will go ahead and swatch that for you. It's a matte formula. She's powdery. She's kind of dry, just like the bronzer. I don't really like the way it looks, but I'm gonna go ahead and test it for y'all. Maybe it's actually not matte. I do see some sheen. She has some sheen, so we'll just apply just a little bit here. I say a little bit and then proceed to apply a lot. Okay, let's talk about it. Girl, this is dirty. All right, what do we think about the stuff that we tried out today? Is this everything that I need to try out? I'm going to go ahead and apply this HuDA Beauty Sweet Cheeks. This Sweet Nudes from HuDA. I'm going to go ahead and put some of that on. Okay, the bronzer that I used, Erica, is the Glowish bronzer from HuDA Beauty. And this is the shade 04. And we love it. Okay. Just going to put on a little bit of that. I love this shade. You guys know how I feel about the HuDA Beauty lipsticks. The bronzer is on point, right? You guys let me know. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about everything in the order that we applied it. All right, the HuDA Beauty Glowish, shade 09, shade Extra Tan. I do believe that this is a good shade for me. However, It is for, I would say that it's for people that have dry to normal skin. It will emphasize texture. So just kind of be aware of that. I can finesse pretty much any foundation, but I don't really have to because we have so many options. So this is really not at the top of my list. It's not a bad product, but it's not for me. I do like the packaging. I love that it's a pump. Very reminiscent of the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. Like I said, not my favorite, but it's not a bad product. It's just that it doesn't necessarily complement my skin type. So there's that. What did I try on after that? All right, let's talk about this baby girl. I absolutely love this eyeshadow palette, you guys. I absolutely love the eyeshadow palette. The Norvina Pro Pigment Volume 5 is a winner to me, and I cannot wait to try out another look. You guys let me know if you like the look that I came up with today. I do like to just kind of freestyle because I always feel like I come up with the best looks when I freestyle. You guys seem to like the bronzy side. Okay, so the Norvina Volume 5 is stellar. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about the NARS Creamy Radiant Corrector. I like it. I don't love it. Scale from 1 to 10. I'd give it a 7. I like the pigment, the actual color of it is perfection. But I do like my Urban Decay corrector better. Again, these are first impressions. I'm going to do more videos using these products, so no need to worry. Let's talk about the stick products from Makeup by Mario. We got blush and we have the sculpting sticks. I absolutely love both the sculpting stick and the blush. The sculpting sticks actually surprised me. It was truly my first impression. I had not used any of these products yet. I haven't used any of the products on my face except for the Glowish bronzer. So I really know exactly how I feel about that. But yeah, the soft coral. I actually really like the earthy pink as well. I feel like that's something that you could use all year round. So I'm excited about that. And then the sculpting sticks, they blend it like butter. So I could definitely recommend these. I'm impressed, pleasantly surprised and impressed by these. Now, Makeup by Mario's bronzer. Not so impressed because the shade range. It is a very, very, very powdery formula, which I really don't mind. It just didn't do it for me. I guess it just did not do anything for me. Just like this blush, the powder blush, not really a fan, didn't really do it for me. And I was underwhelmed, to say the least. And yeah, I think that's it. So the true stars from today's first impression trying new makeup would be for sure the Glowish bronzer and the ABH, the Norvina Volume 5. These are the two that are absolute standouts. And I say, girl, go get it now. Out of everything that I tried, and then the third and fourth would be the contour sculpting sticks and the blush sticks from Makeup by Mario. So yeah, that is it. That is going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed me or watching me use these products. I'm going to be coming back with additional videos using these products with swatches and all of that, regular formatted type of video. And I will see you guys tomorrow.